Right, let's do an update on current events, including Connor Tierney, because we have a fantastic beef going on there. But let me just quickly explain. So, if you haven't caught up, me and Homeless Mickey were in jail for 24 hours, the worst day of my life. But you have to go through pain and torture to come out bigger and stronger. I believe that the universe gave me this 24 hours to show me that there's real suffering on planet Earth. People going through real pain. What I experienced, what Mickey experienced also, we're in separate cells, was nothing short than being in hell. And I feel invincible today. I needed that. This fight is nothing. It's a walk in the park. Brett May isn't a boxer. He's a big lump of lard and he'll have 30 seconds. And I'm going to knock him out because I'm taking this as a bit of fun. So I promise you the KO. Now, why were we in jail? I'm just going to give the story for the last time. I don't know if I should be doing this. There's no court case coming up. I haven't been charged. I've been just bailed to see how the investigation goes. I've been told, the solicitor, we got a Johnny Depp moment where Amber Heard is caught lying. So in her video footage, it doesn't make any sense whatsoever. She doesn't even she just says that somebody called them slags, Homeless Mickey, and then all of a sudden a fella in black came up and punched her. Wow. And the true story, the CCTV will show, and she said there's only two guys. There was three guys. So let me give it to you. Me and Mickey finish our beers and we're coming home. I'm walking ahead of Mickey. And this is what I can remember. Turning around, Mickey standing to the left. There's one guy right behind Mickey, clenching a fist, ready to sucker punch him. And there's two other guys and they're just mounting off. And afterwards, I realised that there was a girl. I didn't see her as a threat. I seen that she was trying to stop the fight. And that's exactly what I did. I went over, I grabbed Mickey by the arm. If I wasn't there, the lads would have kicked the crap out of Mickey. They weren't softies. They were tough lads. Like, they were young, 20 years of age. They were tough lads. They would have killed. But I look dangerous. I'm big. So I grabbed Mickey by the arm and I'm dragging him back. I'm like, that's the end of it. The girl is dragging back one fella. So out of the three fellas, there's one fella wants to fight. And Mickey wants to fight. And two fellas just stand there ready to do sucker punches. So I am dragging Mickey back, and the fella that's being dragged back by the girl. Now, at the moment, I didn't see, I just knew that there was something pulling him back. As I'm dragging Mickey back, I'm like, no fight, no fight. He breaks away from her, and that's when I pull Mickey back. And this is the simpler version. Remember, everyone's full of drink. The simpler version is I went to defend Mickey, and all I see in my vision is him. I come out, I think he might think I'm coming with a big overhand. I come out with a sharp bullet jab. As the bullet jab lands, a crash happens. Okay? Something hits me on my chest. It's knocked over like a skittle. So if she's coming from the right, I don't know what she's doing, like wailing herself in front of him. It's collateral damage for one. And now that we're looking, the injury she has is on the right side. So the crash happens, and then we kind of step back. Now, I wasn't looking for a fight. I just gave the jab. And as the crash happens, I think she gets knocked over like skittle. He goes back a bit. And we stop. And she comes up and she goes, ah. And there's blood, right? And I'm thinking, oh, she's after breaking her nose from the crash. Like either an elbow. Do you know what I mean? I'm thinking collateral. But now that I'm thinking about it, maybe I've knocked her into him off an shoulder. We'll get the CCTV footage. But the damage is on her right side, and I've come from the left. And she's saying that I punched her. Now, I know I haven't hit her because she's 3 feet away for my jab. She's not going to get to my jab, but she gets crashed into. We stop because she's got blood. And then the three of us that had the little clash, we agreed to let's stop the fight. And Mickey is now squaring off with the fella to the left. So me and the bird are stopping the fight again. And remember, we're drunk, so obviously I'm probably getting details wrong. This is the general consensus. Me and her are doing the stopping the fight. Even your man then has calmed down. Mickey's with another fella. But the cops come in. Mickey has his shirt off. The lads all run off. Okay? I stay with Mickey. Mickey is taken straight away. He's having a fight with a young 18-year-old cop. And the girl, she's trying to calm her mate down now. she's trying to fight Mickey while he's been arrested. Now, I can't remember what's happened there, but apparently Mickey's fought a load of cops and she's kicking Mickey while Mickey's on the ground while the cops are arresting. That's why she gets arrested. That's a different mate, not the one with the injury. Now, the girl, I know she's gotten injured, but I'm not thinking for 1 second I know this is, like, I think on the police camera footage, you can hear me saying, she got caught in the crossfire, all right? And not in a million years did I think that I'm arrested. If I was getting arrested, it was for having the little clash with your man. And I'd like bigging myself up saying I landed this powerful jab on him, but I didn't see what he looked like after. But it was just a drunk clash. When I'm describing it in the interview as a clash, but let's be honest. He went to go for Mickey. I stepped in front. It was a fight, but I said it was like a clash. And she got caught up in the damage. 10 minutes later, there's police everywhere now because Mickey's caused a massive ruckus. It's crazy. I have some fella, I'm directing. The police gets on the footage. I've got some random fella, because we've no phones. We've got the phones in the hotel. So I have him. I'm like, I'm going to give you €400. Keep recording it. I need this footage. So I'm directing, going around. And while I'm directing him, the cop is just following me. But I go back and see the footage. I've seen the footage. And the cop is just talking to her what happened. And she just goes, he punched me in the face. The guy in the black, and the guys were on the dash cam footage of him. He comes over and, like, I'm funny. Like, I was like, I did, get your hands off me, you retard. You're a retard. But he was power tripping. I'm arrested, and you can see my emotions. I'm talking to her. I said, tell them me and you were breaking it up. Why are you lying? Why? I did not punch you. I have to be arrested because she's got, so in fairness, there's blood everywhere. So I'm thinking it's a broken nose. She's after getting it from a shoulder or some shit. I want to say I wasn't worried about the outcome. I knew this is Piccadilly Circus. I'm covered for once in my life. I was trying to break up the fight. It's all there. But the reason I'm so confident now and I can speak so freely on the situation is because I've seen all the dashcam footage. Okay? It's a young one. Don't want to disrespect her. But white trash. My solicitor, while I'm in the interview, says, yeah, can you show him the footage? Because I'm saying, look, she's after getting a burst lip. They told me it's a lip now. I thought it was a nose, but they're telling me so I'm thinking she's after getting a big split lip from getting shoulder bashed or squashed. I'm thinking now that she got knocked into his shoulder or something. I was thinking maybe she came in I don't know, lads. I'm just telling you, I did not box the fucking girl. Me and her were breaking it up. Why would I randomly fucking hit someone that's on my side? Me and her were the ones trying to break it up. Basically, anyway, the solicitor knows we got them by the bollocks. He says, can you just quickly show him the injury? Because I kept saying a bus slip. He was like, look, my client here is making sound worse. It's actually not a bus slip. Show him. So there's a video because the cops went. Nothing wrong with her, right? Just, this is out. Not even bruised. It's just out, right? Lump on the outside. Like, the hole didn't come all the way through. And then the video, she lifts up and fuck me, lads, it's a dagger. It's a saber tooth. You know why people have these things? She had one going that much out. It was a full tooth going out. It was so as soon as I seen it, I turned to him and it was the Amber Heard moment. Like, oh, this has happened before. The tooth was after going into her fucking gum and it's after making loads of blood. She's after getting banged, somehow getting involved in the clash of two dogs. You know, pussycat, stay to the side, darling. Fair enough, she wasn't. My story could be that she was trying to attack me, but I'm not 100% sure if she was trying to attack me. She was probably trying to get in the way if it's her boyfriend. That's how she's got the injury. And by the way, the cop asked me, was she being dishonest? And I said, 100% dishonest. And then my solicitor jumped in and says, no, that's the wrong word. And she could be wrong. She might have thought she got a punch. So he's trying to give her a bit of leeway to just piss off, like. I know she's being dishonest. I know she knows she didn't get punched. But my solicitor's trying to make it look, we'll give her an opportunity to go away. As the policeman says, this thing goes to court, should be laughed out of it, okay? They never mentioned that. She said that I randomly punched her. They never in her statement mentioned that there was a fight going between the three lads. They're trying to say there's two. There was three lads with them. So her story, picked and choosed. She said she's trying to break up a fight, and then all of a sudden the fella in the black comes in and just fucking punch her. If I punched her, people, okay, she's not just getting, there's no bruising. If I punch her, I'm breaking her face, like, being straight. Like, I'm not the best boxer in the world, but some damage has happened. A punch. She's saying I punched her. She's clearly gotten like a flat part of her chest. Something has just pressed her face, his shoulder. From the angle, if she's coming from the right, he's straight ahead of me, and her bite. I'm going to show you all the footage when we get it. I do get the footage that they're using as evidence, but it looks like it's all evidence for me. Like even me getting arrested is just like, that's an innocent man. Like he wouldn't have hung around. Do you know, my sister says, if he's done that, he's gone. The other lads have run off and left the two girls. So my sister even said, the way when I'm arrested, I'm like, what? And I'm arguing with her saying, tell them now that I did not punch you. What are you lying for? You're caught in the crossfire, darling. I thought you'd have broken nose at this stage, but still, no, it's an accidental. It was, I never in a million years would lay my fucking hands on a woman. So very confident about this. I didn't get charged. When you see this bean eater, you'll see, lads, she's thinking a few fucking bob. She probably thinks me and Mickey are older. We must have money. She doesn't know we're complete brokies. So that's that story. Second story is quickly touching Conor Tierney. Fair play for Conor Tierney playing along. He does think this is all entertainment. And Mickey, look, Conor will get people doing this. I chose Conor as an opponent for Mickey months ago because Conor's on the rise. They're the same way, and Conor's good crack. So even though it is a game, we're trying to beat him and take everything he's worked for. So there is a lot of... it's not a game. We are placing a bet that this homeless Mickey character can topple a future world champion. Now, I don't know how the fight is going to happen, but we've put our position that we want that fight for homeless Mickey. Now, who is homeless Mickey? Homeless Mickey is part of the Miller brothers, two of the toughest fighters to ever come out of UK. Do not think their records paint the picture of who they are. These guys were not allowed in gyms because they hurt too many people. They were in one of the roughest gyms in the UK, in Bournemouth, because this gym was known for fighting. Between the Miller brothers, they have more rounds of boxing than any fighters in the UK. Okay, all they did was spar every day, 7 days a week. The Miller brothers. There's going to be a movie on these boys when the two of them get their fairy tale finish. In fairness, Jimmy got a great finish to his career against Diddy Christie. Wonderful. I could end Jimmy's story with that, but Mickey needs his hero story. Conor thinks this is good, back and forth views. We're building Mickey up big. Okay, he's done the boxing for years. Mickey's saying that he's more of a boxer than an MMA fighter, although he's a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. If you are a big fan of homeless Mickey and you think, oh, I love Mickey, but he's going to get beaten by this world-class fighter, which he is. Mickey has sparred with the best boxers in the country. The Miller brothers do not turn down fights. They're not afraid of anyone, and we're excited that Conor Tierney has responded. And yeah, we're not in a position to get a fight against him now. We are placing our bet that something down the line could happen. If Mickey is up to 1 million followers, he can easily walk in and get that world title shot. What happens if Conor Tierney's opponent pulls out, or we got to get for his next fight or whatever? We have placed our bet, okay? And it's only the start. So Conor Tierney, I've seen your video. I think you're really underestimating what we're doing over here. Mickey is injured at the moment, but I believe in my boy. I believe in the Miller brothers. I'm not saying he's going to, obviously he's not going to dog walk you, but I believe this fella is a psychopath. And I believe bare knuckle is his game. And fairy tales are written. And I believe we have a fairy tale with homeless Mickey. Appreciate the sentiment behind your videos, but I think you're totally off thinking that Mickey is a joke, because this fella's real and he thinks this is a real beef. It is a real beef because he wants everything you've worked for, all the work you put in. He's put in the work as well, except he didn't get any recognition. The Miller brothers didn't get recognition that they deserved. They showed up every single time. The losses, Mickey says he was winning most of his losses, but he was getting paid the same, a journeyman. He was winning and said, fuck this, to finish this fight now, I could get injured or I'm going to gas out. They have stopped mid-fight many times because they're getting the same amount of money. Their record had already spoken to where they wouldn't go any further in the MMA world. You need to have a clean record. And the two boys took any fights anytime, and that's why their records might have been negative, but doesn't mean they aren't hard mother effers. Okay? So that's all the situation right now. Didn't I hit that chick in the mouth? It was collateral damage. I don't know what it was. I can't wait to see if it was him shouldering her. Did she come off my arm? I don't think so because it was a jab. But it's great to show that these women could ruin a man's life. Imagine I did have a clean name. I was, running for politics even, Like this would ruin a man's life. Saying I punched a woman in the face. Now, because it's me, nobody gives a shit. They're just like, oh, murder from. Nobody actually gives a shit. But it's still not having that. Still not good having that on your name. Okay? No woman has ever said, I fucking laid a finger on them. Okay? So, in reality, most fellas would be like, oh my God, should I punch her? But we're not worried at all. We're making content. If people want to say, oh, should I beat the woman? Yeah, say what you want. I will sit in that trolling until I show the videos. The videos are coming. The stuff he is using against us, we get. And that's enough. We want the full dash cam videos to show the whole story. Homeless Mickey also fights 20 cops, and they didn't even charge him because they kicked the crap out of him. They're hiding dash cam footage because they had the fucking spider mask on him, beating the shit out of him. I have to get in touch. I don't know if that fella's going to see it. That fella from Manchester that filmed everything, you still haven't texted me, pal. I should have given you my Instagram. I gave him my WhatsApp Irish number. It obviously wouldn't have worked out. I was drunk. Giving it to him while I was being arrested. But come here. It's all good for content. I swear to you, I'm still fit. We're not hungover today. We're going to get a sweat on soon. Thank you so much for following. There's a vlog coming out right now as well as this video. So thanks, everybody. Connor Tierney, keep doing your thing. I like you. Mickey thought I had beef with you because I was winding him up to do the videos. I have no beef with Connor. Connor commented a few times and put me over. So I love Connor. Mickey wants to fight you. He'll love you after. But that's a great fight if it ever comes about. But obviously not right now. Connor's on the way to the top. And Mickey is following along in an unorthodox fashion. I believe myself and Homeless Mickey, if we went to the BKFC last night, we would have been the biggest stars there. I believe there was a lot of upset people that didn't get to see us because we said we were coming. And that's my thoughts. But we're actually with 3D Fight Club, so we're not even worried about BKFC. Maybe, Connor, you can come back to 3D Fight Club and have a world title shot against Homeless Mickey, a revered world title, 3D Fight Club. So you might have to abscond your BKFC world title to get a shot at a real world title. So thank you guys. Like, subscribe, share, all the good stuff. We're fighting Brett May this Saturday, Bolton. Get your tickets today. Thank you so much.